Good morning, McDowell. I'm Kira here, and welcome to Trojans Today. We have a jam-packed show for you this week, starting off with Freaky Friday News with Anthony, a feature about reading with Mandy, then a Lost and Found with Sammy, and a National Day with Corinne, and then back to me with World News, and finally, everyone's favorite, Fluffy Friday with Josh. Now over to our weekly trivia. If you know the answer, call the number on screen for a chance to win a special prize.
Good morning, McDowell. I'm Anthony, here with your Freaky Friday. Merry Christmas! Well, not really. Obviously it's May and we're getting closer to summer. That's why there's only 5 feet of snow left. But in all seriousness, it's Christmas somewhere. Christmas Island, to be exact, where there is the world-famous red crab migration from where millions of crabs that populate the island migrate from the forest of the island to the coast. They say the streets are filled with red crabs around the October and November-ish months. Then when the entire population of red crabs on Christmas Island are on the shore, they all simultaneously begin the breeding process. Now over to Mandy with a feature on books.
In an age where technology rules the world and where students are overrun with schoolwork, there's one form of entertainment that gets left in the dust: reading. Along with movies, TV shows, and YouTube channels that we love so dearly, we cannot forget about literature as another form of entertainment. One reason you might enjoy a good book is that imagery can take you to new places. Whether you are reading or being read to, a story can fuel your imagination. Additionally, reading can help your attention span grow. To truly focus on a story takes brain power, which strengthens your mind, making focusing and retaining information in everyday life much easier. The final reason you should dive into a good book is that reading helps you learn. Whether you learn a new fact from a nonfiction book or learn something about yourself from a fiction novel, there's always a way to expand your intellect. So next time you're bored, don't be afraid to explore literature, because you just might love what you find. Keep reading, McDowell.
Happy spring, McDowell. I'm Corinne, here with your National Day. Today marks the National Clean Out Your Room Day. Not only does this national holiday give you a chance to clean out your closets, lockers, and backpacks, but it can also give you a chance to burn some energy. It is said that cleaning for 2 hours can burn up to 200 calories. That's it, McDowell. It's time to start for spring cleaning. I'll start with these: a jacket, a football, and a shirt. Now over to Sammy with Lost and Found.
Good morning, McDowell. I'm Sammy here with Lost and Found. Our first item of the day is this book. It's called The Poppy War. It's kind of greasy looking and doesn't really have much of a cover on it, so if it's yours, please get it. And why is it greasy? Our next item is this black jacket. Looks to be a fairly nice jacket. It is a size small. Please just come get it. It's very nice, and it's still May and it's still cold, so you might want that. And our last item is this travel cup. It's a very nice cup. It is Starbucks, so obviously it is expensive. I don't know why you would lose something this expensive, but please come get it. And it looks to be some sort of liquid still in it, so if you do come claim it, please wash it just for your health. And yeah, please come get your things. We don't like talking about your lost items, but yet here we are. Now over to Anthony.
Welcome back, McDowell. I'm Kira here with your World News. The PA municipal primaries are right around the corner, and yet only a fraction of eligible voters will actually vote in this election. In the 2018 primaries, only 19.9% of registered voters casted their vote for the primary candidates. That's only 36,700,000 votes. That's only 19.9% of those registered to vote. But when you consider the entire population of the United States, only 11% of the entire population could participate in this election. If only 11% of the population participated in the election, that means only 11% controlled its results. The one reason why people wouldn't exercise their vote is due to the phenomenon of political apathy. People just don't care about elections. According to a study done by the Pew Research Center, those who don't register to vote are more likely to claim that they are not deeply involved in politics and that they struggle to understand our governing system. They also report that if they don't cast their vote, they still get upset that their voices aren't heard. Political apathy is a very dangerous phenomenon, and the best way to counteract it is to cast your vote. If you don't know where your voter station is, visit www.rockthevote.org. Now over to everyone's favorite Fluffy Friday.
Good morning, McDowell. I'm Josh here with Emily and Cece from the Anna Shelter. Would you like to tell me more about Cece?
Sure thing. Cece is one of our 25 rabbits that we got as part of a humane officer cruelty pull. Some people had them and had just turned them loose out in a yard, doing what unfortunately a lot of people do with rabbits, which was not doing their homework and thinking they could just turn them loose and that they'd be fine out in the wild. These are domestic rabbits. They do not survive in the wild. You need to look into what you can do with rabbits. They're excellent pets. You can walk them on a leash, litter train them. Josh has had rabbits. He can tell you that. They're smart. They're very affectionate. They're very sensitive, so you have to watch what chemicals you use around them and make sure you understand just what food to give them, not just carrots and lettuce. There's a special rabbit diet for them. But they're very loving. She loves to snuggle. Everyone here held on to Cece. We've got a couple of spayed females and a couple of neutered males left from the group that we pulled. Every one of them is just sweet and loving, and you can teach them to be an excellent pet around your house. They need a little room to move. They like being out in the sun with you if you go out in the yard. If it's safe, they like to go out in the yard. You just need to know your stuff. But we'd love to have people come down, look into them, ask us any questions you need. They're at the shelter and with some of our adoption partners out in the community.
Thank you, Emily. If you'd like to learn more about Cece or any animals at the Anna Shelter, go on to the website or check their Facebook page.
Thank you, Josh. If you want to learn more about any of the animals at the Anna Shelter, visit their Facebook page or go see them in person. This week's trivia winner was Boucherol, was the answer of 42. That's all for today's show. I'm Kira, broadcasting from the basement of MIHS, and this has been Trojans Today.